Hello and welcome to Roleplay Rejects, where we play new and unusual tabletop role-playing games. This season we are playing City of Mist, a noir-style game where myths and legends inhabit human hosts, for better or for worse.
Wait, what did we say? What did you say with your words? The Barbie movie?
Yeah, the movie.
Okay. I really wanted to watch that last night, but I didn't.
I have it on my YouTube account.
Highly suggest.
Anytime.
And honestly, it's not kid appropriate.
Yeah.
Right?
Like we could watch it in front of us,
Yeah.
and she's just not going to get some of the references.
Exactly. Like, I don't know. Somebody somewhere told me once that it was not kid appropriate at all.
That's what I heard too. You might have heard
not
it from
true.
me.
No, it wasn't you. I know who talked to me about it.
Okay.
You know who you are.
There was
But-
like one gynecologist joke. Like, what else is even...
I don't know. Were there any different
They
people?
bleep out one swear word.
Which one? Which swear word?
I think it's
How's she supposed to know if they bleeped it?
I
Context.
think it might be motherfucking I think it's what
fracking.
Yeah.
bleep out. But I can't remember off the top of my head.
And then there's all of the guys beaching each other off.
Yeah, there's a joke that makes it sound like something else.
Mm.
And it does go on for like a time period.
It
but
does.
like it's
like,
not
she might repeat it, but...
but it there's
But it's
not
not,
like
like,
nudity,
inappropriate.
there's not like any sort of like real
Real adult themes type deal.
it's well, I mean
the violence is really minimal.
the violence is like dolls fighting each other, right? So it's
Yeah.
like not real violence.
Okay.
And then
Legos.
there's like some like there's a section where there's like a bunch of cat calling and stuff, which is not
Oh, yeah,
awesome.
There is that one spot.
But I don't know that that makes it kid inappropriate in my opinion
yeah.
because I'm
Sure,
not
I'm
a
pretty
parent,
sure,
right?
like-
So like I
Dude.
parent.
I don't have like a final say in anything, but unfortunately that's the world that we live in. And so does that mean that like your kid should watch it? No, not necessarily. That's up to the parent, but like it's not anything that they aren't going to hear on the street, if that makes sense.
Dude, it's really good.
But the movie itself, whether you watch it with your kid in the room or not, is so good. It is so good. But it is a movie where
Oh my god.
I think you do need to give it your time and space. It seems like a movie that like you could just kind of watch in the background, but it
And then
quickly does not become like it starts out that way, and then it quickly is very much so like you need to be paying attention. Yeah.
After as existential crisis.
Yeah,
It's
they
so-
do talk about like mental health a lot,
Yeah.
existential crises and depression and
Also,
things
I
like that. So
I apologize. I realize now that I've been like nose breathing into the microphone.
ASMR, baby.
I
That's
just
just a sample of what you can get on our Patreon.
You can't get that on our Patreon. I think that might be like false advertising.
I mean, we'll just start doing it. I'll breathe into a mic, whatever. Like, fucking. Never mind.
Let's get some really good mics and then just ASMR of us painting.
Ooh,
No
that's not what I
video.
thought you were gonna say, but that's better than what I thought you were gonna say.
Wait,
Just
what did
like
you think I
light
was going to
little-
say?
Dude, I was gonna say something. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna say it, bro. If you watch anything just in the background while you do other things, you're a fucking freak. Like, if you're not watching a show and giving it your and I know I'm the fucking freak here,
This
right?
is me.
Because everyone else,
I do.
like, oh look, I'm gonna watch One Piece while I paint minis. But
damn, that was
That
personal. That was
I'm just kidding,
personal.
it was just the first example.
Wesley, that was a call out.
That was definitely a
It was
call
a joke, it was a joke.
Over
Wesley
here,
literally
throwing some
said-
shade.
Damien.
But
Damien.
Damien, I
you
like
brought
to
up.
paint while I watch
Let me
One Piece.
explain. Because you brought up not watching the Barbie movie in the background, and it's crazy to me that people do that with anything. Dude, I don't care if I'm watching like
Well, that's because you don't watch things dubbed. You watch them subbed.
Well, even things that I watch that are like in English, right? Like
I can't focus on one thing at
Steven
a time
Universe.
or I'll die.
same usually, but if I'm watching, I guess for me it also like depends how much I care about the show. But if I care about the show, it has to have my undivided attention. If I get a text that I need to reply to, I will pause it and reply to that text, and then continue playing the show. But I'm not the weird one. Everyone else is.
No, I feel that, Wesley.
Can't use my real name on mic.
A big part of
I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I'm on one. I'm on
calling
one.
that dumb.
But like that's how I tend to function, and it becomes an issue sometimes because sometimes I don't even actually care about what it is. But that's like my ADHD though.
You
like
got 80 of them.
I got 80 of them, unfortunately. And Joseph will be watching something that he does not care about, and he's just chilling.
Yep.
Doing whatever, and having that in the background, and then all of a sudden I'm like, now I care about welding, and I'll like sit and I will just hyper focus so hard on this like random welding YouTube video and literally do nothing else that's actually important. And I'm like, wow, this is like
This is my shit.
I
right
want
now.
to rip myself away,
I can't.
and I can't.
But you started watching, so then you can't.
Exactly. And then
Yep.
Joseph
And then you
will
won't
like
give a shit.
ask me something. I'm like, shh.
And then as soon as it's done, you
Can you
stop
pause it?
caring, right?
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
I'm
Robert.
like,
I'm
if you're
so
going to
glad I
talk to
have
me,
this
you have to
welding
pause it.
knowledge.
Literally, and then I won't retain it either.
No.
Like,
Yeah. Because
Oh, man.
sometimes I need stuff in the background because she's got her ADHD. I have my depression where I'm like, I can't be alone with myself right now. Let's turn on the TV and listen to Adam Savage talk about nothing for hours because that man is my best friend.
He's everything.
can't-
And I will watch him do whatever the heck he wants to
Yeah,
do.
he's like-
forever.
I'm making an astronaut helmet today. That is what I'm interested in now.
Didn't he make a Starfield ship?
Yeah.
He did. Yeah. He's so cool. Honestly, like welding was a poor example because if it's Adam Savage welding, I'm
Yeah. Oh, we'll watch
5,000,000% invested from the get-go.
not
But
represented.
it's like it's the random stuff that comes on because you've just left
Oh,
YouTube on,
YouTube's
you know?
just rolling, right?
And I'm like, yeah.
And it's
now
like-
I care about building my own fish tank full of
Like
frogs. Like I do love frogs, but not that much, you know.
Have y'all seen the Adam Savage video where he takes a ball of aluminum foil and he's like, how perfect can I make this sphere?
I think I
Wow.
It's
have.
riveting. The best like hour of my life.
Riveting, bro.
I don't know. I don't do that. So I get stuck like in the loop of like scrolling through YouTube shorts and stuff.
Mhm.
But for me, it's Reddit. And I don't know why I'm like super into it now. Again, like you said, did not retain much knowledge.
Mhm.
But I'm like, on Reddit, everything leads back to turtles. And then
Okay,
and now
okay.
I retain some information. I'm like, oh, that looks like a red-eared slider. I'm like, why do I have that information? When I'm not interested in having
It's just
turtles.
because
I'm not. Same with crocheting. I'm interested in crocheting, but not to the point that I should be on the Reddits for crocheting.
Dude, I really wanna learn how to crochet.
r/crochet.
Dude, let's get you 4 turtles.
I'm like,
and
I just
and crochet them.
no,
We'll crochet turtles.
have too many rules that I don't remember. And then weevils also is where I've ended up. And there was a crossover of a turtle, that. Oh, I'm so sorry. Sorry,
Hey, that's
I hit
a
the mic with a
preview.
paintbrush. But
Only no,
there's like a
please go.
turtle with a long snout that looks like a weevil. And there's just the crossover. And then I learned about honorary weevils,
What?
which is if they got boots and they got snoots and they're cute,
What?
they qualify as an honorary weevil.
I don't
What a
even
place.
know what a
That
weevil
turtle
is to
did.
begin with.
It's
You
a
never
bug.
played Pokemon Weavile, bro?
Well, like,
They probably don't look like
No,
that.
that's a Weedle.
that's
No,
weevil.
there's Weavile.
Weevils
It's with a D.
are
No, that's a different
Bugs.
Pokemon.
they got little,
I need to look
little
this up. Hold on.
long, they got long snouts and they're cute.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're friendly.
Sometimes it's because sometimes our brains just go, I just really need to focus on something. And it literally just picks the next thing you see, bro.
And that's kind of what happened on Reddit. I was like, that's a
Weevile.
cute turtle. And then Reddit was like,
What?
you want everything that you ever own to be a turtle
Wait.
or every seed to be a turtle related? And I was like,
Sure.
yeah. And
I
like
guess.
for some reason, snakes.
Dude, it'd be
Is
like
that one of the dumb Pokemon that speak English?
No, you're thinking of Meowth. That's right.
No, there's a second one, isn't there?
No,
It's not
Meowth,
Weavile.
I believe, is the only one, and it was all to just try and, try and get with another Meowth.
Yeah, I mean, there's
He
other
turned
like
into a total abomination.
yeah, and then when you like include the movies, like Mewtwo can speak, Entei I think can speak.
Mm-hmm.
Mewtwo's terrifying.
Yeah, but like they're gods.
Entei,
You know.
I think is Mewtwo a god if he's man-made?
Well, Mew is
Entei-
absolutely a god.
Oh, yeah.
but
Yeah, but Mew's like a baby god, which doesn't make him any less godlike. I just think it's kind of funny how
Mew
Mew be
is a
like
like a
baby god?
demigod.
Entei is a
like in
legendary
personality,
dog.
not in like.
Oh
age.
yeah, and honestly, that is the most fucking terrifying
Mhm.
thing. Imagine God just being a child.
Just going around doing literally whatever it wants.
With
Anyways,
is it even a god?
glass.
Or is it just like is it like the atom of Pokemon, right? Because Mew has every Pokemon's DNA in it. That's like why I
yeah,
can
good
learn.
point.
That's why I can learn any
Okay,
move.
so
Oh yeah, sorry if you didn't see this movie decades ago.
Ultimate Journeys, the Pokemon series, they actually meet Mew, and Mew just casually manifests both Kyogre and Groudon.
You know what? That's fair.
So like,
What?
Got enough.
Definitely a
got enough
god.
for me. Yeah. I mean, it's no Arceus. Keep it $1.50. But
yeah. And also was playing and like nearly killed the people who were just hanging around, all because Mew was just like a little bit grumpy.
yeah, you're right. He's
Dang.
very good.
Yeah.
No Arceus though.
Oh, but okay, it's perfectly fucking normal
I know.
to watch shit in the background.
It
I've
is.
been playing like Factorio or Starfield while having a Blood on the Clock Tower actual plays
fucking
playing on the
werewolf?
side. It's like a social deduction kind of a game, kind of like Werewolf.
Cool.
Super cool. I think that we should play it one day because I would love to lie to you all. But
It is normal. I'm sorry. It was just the first example that came to mind, bro.
no, I
just-
was
I get-
directly targeted. This is a calculated
It's just
attack.
because people come up to me and they're like, "Oh, how come you're not caught up on wah 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 wah?" And I'm like, "Cause you have 7 tabs open while you're watching wah 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 wah." And me, I do all these other things. I don't have time, bro. And they're like, "Oh, just do it while you." I cannot do it while I other tasks. I can't. I am mentally, physically, and emotionally unable to do that. So take that. I would if I could. I wish I could, bro. I'd be in Wano, bro. But like, here I am in Dressrosa chilling, bro.
What is all that? What does that mean?
They're islands, obviously.
Okay.
Bro, yeah. Hello.
I was like, that was
Keep
fucking
up.
nonsense. You just were talking in English, and then you weren't.
Today's sponsor One Piece. I'm just kidding. I wish.
That would be
fool.
sick.
Oh,
Right.
that would be really cool.
I ran into a dude at the grocery store this week, and he was wearing a One Piece hat. I was like, "I like your hat," and he's like, "I know, right?" And we had a moment there,
Dude, the
It was
world
great.
would be a much better place if everybody watched One Piece, bro. Like,
Yeah,
there'd be no war,
yeah. And I was
Or-
like, "What do you think
oh,
about
hold
the?"
on,
or it would just be war.
It would
Yeah.
just be.
I
Are
don't
you
know,
kidding?
man, 'cause-
Everyone would want to be Luffy in that.
Yeah, but
Sorry.
Luffy's a
Be the
real
parents.
one. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
sure,
and then you've got all the poser real ones until they find out that it's really kind of like just this group here. I mean, we're
Yeah.
definitely the.
Can you imagine how that would feel to be like, oh fuck, like I am not the protagonist of this story? Honestly, but if real life is somebody's fucking story arc, I hope I'm not the protagonist. Like I talk a lot of shit about like I'm the guy. I just want to nap, bro. Like I do not want to
Yeah.
be the guy.
I don't even
That
want to
sounds
be.
so
That's
exhausting.
what I'm saying.
I
Bro.
don't even want to be a quest giver.
But
I don't even want to
these
know the protagonist.
protagonists
Like, yeah, I don't want to interact with
in
them. Just
City
leave
of
it.
Mist.
Yeah, yeah.
Look, we're here to play a game.
But my character, the guy I named, he's a protagonist. One of 4.
Did you name him?
Yeah. Alex,
Did I drop something?
right? Yeah, not
You did.
Alexander, but
Yeah,
Alex. Yeah.
Alex. Okay. So we're going to start today's session with. Gosh, I'm so nervous. I'm like literally sweating, you guys, and
Dude,
I don't sweat.
I get it, bro. When I was starting Shadows of Asterin, I was like, the day we started, I was driving over and I was like, "Ha!" in my
Yeah.
car like, the entire time. All I did was scream. And then I arrived and then I played and then I went home and I continued to scream. Legends say he's still screaming to this day.
Honestly. Okay. So we enter in on our dreary, rainy little city. And it's actually pretty late. It's around 11 p.m. And our goodness, I forgot all of your character names. Just a second. Our lovely Olivia is at work. And she's sorry.
Okay.
She's working behind the bar, cleaning some glasses, and she overhears some of her coworkers gossiping as they kind of go back and forth between the actual kitchen area and the behind the bar area, where they're kind of bringing back and forth either menu items that people have ordered, or they're bringing back like new glasses and things like that. And so as she's sitting there cleaning, I guess as you are sitting over there cleaning, you hear them mention, well, you know, that place is pretty seedy anyway. It's not really a surprise in any way that something like that happened there. Your other coworker says, well, I mean, I guess not, but it is pretty low class, but you just don't expect, I guess, murder, you know? It is a club after all. There's lots of witnesses and everything. It just doesn't, something's not right. Nah, like I said, it's a crappy part of town.
Was there a murder nearby?
And they kind of turn to stare at you. Yeah, you didn't hear about it. Don't you read the news?
I mean, I do read the news, but I mean, like, don't see everything in the paper.
Well, long and short of it is, you know that club, the Washboard? They had a murder a couple weeks ago, apparently, and now it's just surfacing. Nobody really knows anything, but, well, I guess I should say it's a rumor that it's a murder.
Oh.
The guy supposedly died of heart failure, but between you and I, we have a friend who works at the police station, and he was saying that it's probably a murder. And to me, that makes a lot more sense because, like, I don't know.
Was he old?
No, he wasn't. Anyway,
Okay.
we've been getting a lot more business in here lately because of that. People are spooked. So that's
Okay.
That's all.
That does make sense. That explains the pickup and
yeah. I mean, they'd rather pay extra and come here than be in a club that's potentially, you know,
scene.
yeah, a crime scene, essentially. Yeah.
That's fair. I wouldn't want to go there either.
Anyway, and they go keep.
I'm gonna text. What's your name?
Alex Lowe.
Alex Lowe. I'm just gonna say Alex. I'm gonna text Alex and be like, "Hey, did you hear about the murder in what was the club called?
The washing board? Fuck.
The
I was
washboard.
wrong.
The Washboard."
You said it, and I was really like, what a cool name. I'm never going to forget it. And then I forgot it. Or I guess got it slightly wrong.
Yeah, it's downtown.
I'm gonna do it in the group chat.
Yeah. I was actually going to ask. I was like, I don't know if we have our numbers. I think we just have a Discord group chat.
Yeah, we have a Discord.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll be like, you guys, be careful.
I think a couple minutes later, then another message pops up from Professor Alexander Cross, and he signs every single one of his Discord messages.
Of course he does.
Of course he does.
But he asks, "Is there a name associated to the murder?" Regards, Professor Alexander Cross.
Would I have heard about it? Just yipping and yapping around the police station?
Also, is there a newspaper anywhere nearby that I could fucking look at?
Oh, the Daily
Daily?
Bark?
Yeah, so there is technically like your bar club type place. Is it? Is
It's a
it
bar.
It's a bar.
It's like a bar,
It's like a classy bar, though. That's
upscale.
yeah.
Like,
I've never been to
high-end
one of those,
restaurant.
so like I don't
like
know
the kind
what-
that's like at the top floor of a hotel or
Yeah.
something.
Go, let's
like
go. Let's go
super
after this.
fancy. Everybody gets dressed up. There's a lot of like
we have a dress
cool
code.
marble. Yeah, there's some newspapers down, like if you were to go downstairs onto the street, you do have like a newspaper receptacle thing in front of your building, but you would have to go downstairs to get it because
I'm probably gonna do that on my break then.
Is it like one of those old ones that are like boxy and you
That
like
you put
pull the
coins
thing?
in it?
Yeah, dude, I haven't seen one of those in a
exactly.
millennia.
I
That's
grew
crazy.
up with those because it was a small town and we didn't have like newsstands or anything.
Mhm.
So it was just at the local grocery store. There's 3 of them. One of them was free.
Yeah, there was always, it was
Yep.
crazy.
The nickel
was
or something,
always
but
3
you
of
never
them.
had to pay a nickel.
Yeah, would I have heard anything about it?
so
Yipping and yapping?
you've heard a little bit about it, but what let's see. You've heard a little bit of chatter like over the radio and stuff like that. But you actually have a friend. Her name is in my notebook. Where did I put it?
That's a weird name.
Got him.
Where did I put it? Is actually the last name.
That's it. It's hyphenated. Where did I hyphen put it?
Officer Das, her first name's Chavi, is one of your friends, and she actually works for the same unit that you work for.
Oh, neat.
And she has a similar vibe where she's chosen to be a beat cop. So you guys get along pretty well. But she's actually the one working the case right now. So while you haven't heard a lot on it, if you wanted, you could call her or maybe see if you could find her at work or something like that.
Okay. Then yeah, I guess I'll just reply to the group chat and be like, "Yeah, I heard about that. It's crazy.
Oh, okay.
It's 11. I got my my wave cap on. I'm in my snuggie, bro.
So we don't
That's
have
fair,
a
it is
name
late.
for the victim yet.
Not based off of the rumor. If
No.
Stevie, you said Olivia was planning on going down.
Yeah, on my
her
break,
break.
which
Okay.
would probably be kind of like 2 in the morning or something.
It's fine. It's pretty uneventful until your break. You obviously are dwelling on this cool story. You're kind of wishing that Alex knew more, but you sneak down, you get the newspaper, and you skim through the article. There's not much more information in that article than what your coworkers mentioned. But it does say that there are actually there's a main suspect that they are looking into.
Is it me?
Yep, it's you.
Wow.
That they have not named that suspect, but police do have somebody that they're looking into.
Oh.
And then there is the name of the victim who died at the washboard. His name is Darnell Fox. And he, like they said, he supposedly died of unexplained heart failure. But this newspaper is, I think I forgot to mention this. This newspaper is one of those like gossipy newspapers. So it is, the police are not coming out and saying like, it was a murder, right? It like, this newspaper is like,
Seems fishy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
seems weird.
Well, suspicious.
Our inside sources say that it wasn't, right? And then your coworkers were like, no, yeah, we totally have a friend who's a police officer, and he said that it was probably a murder, right? So it's kind of this rumor mill, right? But that first victim, his name is Darnell Fox.
Okay. That first victim.
Bum bum bum. All right.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah, I don't really know what else to do other than just it's the middle of the night.
It's okay.
I don't want to bother people.
Oh no, like
Do
I'm
it so we
awake.
can get mad.
Blow up the.
Yeah, blow up the Discord at everyone. Oh my god.
I'll go to my group chat that doesn't have Alex.
No.
Well, it's
No.
late.
Huh?
It's late. You need sleep.
Yeah, but I mute our group chats anyway. I just look every now and again.
So you
Okay.
did you
Sorry.
in the group chat? Did you mention the victim's name?
Yeah. I'm gonna be like, hey, I just looked it up. Well, I guess I could have just used the internet. Now that I think about it. His name's Darnell Fox. It's not like a confirmed thing, but the rumor is rumored that he was killed. And it wasn't an accident. That's
And-
all I know.
Would I know anything about the washboard? Since one of my logos themes is gig work and me going from location to location.
Yeah, actually, you do know about the washboard.
Okay.
You know that it is a pretty run-down establishment in downtown. In the downtown area, there's a lot of like really cool skyscrapers, and it's like the hustle and bustle of the city, right?
Yeah.
The washboard is in the basement of a brownstone that's in the shadow of those skyscrapers, right? So it's like one of
Yeah.
those things where like if you don't know where it's at, you probably are just going to overlook it. It's I don't want to call it a speakeasy because it's not, but it's a similar vibe, right? Like you don't happen upon the washboard,
Yeah.
right?
It happens upon you.
Like it's a
Yeah.
hole in the wall, kind of.
Yeah,
Yep.
definitely a hole in the wall. But in the music scene, you would know that they are known for their jazz and like soul type music.
Okay.
And they have a really huge following in that community, while the establishment itself is like lackluster. If people are into music, especially jazz, that's the place to go. And they have live music normally, and you would also actually, I'm going to have you roll for this. I'm not sure if you know this yet.
Okay.
Oh, I forget
So-
we roll.
All right. So, first roll of the game.
I know.
So,
Roll 2
I have the
eights.
theme of gig work,
Mm-hmm.
backstage knowledge,
Mm-hmm.
and then smooth talking. Can I use all three of those?
Who would you be smooth talking?
The
I
GM.
think in the past I was smooth talking the backstage hands, like maybe some of the the people doing the dishes, just to network and get further gigs down the line.
Okay.
All
Sure.
right.
Why'd you take my die?
They're all my die.
Yeah, that's true.
So this is going to be a roll called Change the Game.
Okay.
It is to gain an advantage or remedy a disadvantage. So this is to gain an advantage potentially and see if you
Are you rolling?
know more about the washboard.
Are you rolling 3 dice?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I have 3 tags.
Is that how that works? I thought you just added one for each tag.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you start with 2, and then you add
1 point.
1
Yeah,
point.
you're
Once you
robbing
roll, you still
yourself.
roll 2 dice, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yep. That's my bad.
So you
It's
just
okay.
get +3 to whatever you
Plus
roll.
3 to this.
And you
so,
roll 10. I don't know. I can't see.
so I got a 5 and a 2.
I was close.
So
So you got 10.
7, 10.
10.
I'm
Sick.
clairvoyant, bro.
Roll.
Hey, clip it. I'm fucking crazy.
There we are.
Okay. You got a 10. Cool. That is a success. So you would also know that they've been getting a lot of patrons over the last couple of months because of a singer named Martha Ellis. And she has been deemed downtown's most soulful voice.
Okay.
And everybody's just raving about her. And I will give you your first clue card.
Whoa.
Look at this.
Oh.
Handouts.
Yeah. For listeners, you'll see it on the Instagram, but
Ooh.
this is the Knights of Paintown comes with like an actual crime board.
Mhm.
It's a map of the city, and then it has clues to be able to pin onto the board for the players throughout the game. So this is the first clue card.
Okay.
Okay.
It says downtown's most soulful voice, the City Herald. And Martha Ellis at the washboard, Friday, 10 p.m. Doors open at 8 p.m.
Mm.
So
There's a cover fee.
There's nothing on the back.
yeah, there is nothing on the back.
No, you keep it.
I
It's
keep
your
it.
guys' clue.
All right.
The back is just information for me
Oh, okay.
to make sure that I
Keep
give-
things in order.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. So, I'm gonna let the group chat know that, like, hey, she actually has a show this Friday at the washboard. Like, she's been, having a stir about town. A lot of people have been coming from far and wide to see her. It's a good enough reason as any to spend time in the washboard. Y'all want to meet up on Friday?
Are we going after trivia?
Yeah, I'm down.
Trivia's usually done by 8. We should have plenty of time.
I don't think you hear from Alexander Cross because
Yeah, I think
I've got a side thing.
You
I think
fell
I'll
asleep.
Reply in the morning. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Do you mind if I take the spotlight?
go for it.
Okay, so
Okay.
Professor Alexander Cross, of course, wakes up to every single notification, unlike some other people. He's a very light sleeper, apparently. So he wakes up, gets that message, replies, looking for the name Darnell Fox. He then goes back into his study where he has some of his diorama set up, and you see that there's actually like 2 or 3 that he's working on, one of which is actually fully completed at this point. He then puts his hand on that and then just simply opens his other hand as a spectral kind of book just appears in his hand, and then he kind of just like stares at the book as then suddenly his whole world around him just shifts, and you hear the sounds of like fire near him, and like various different braziers stood around, and you see he is in a very old library. I'm using my enclave power if that wasn't already clear. I don't know if I have to roll to use it. I figure I can.
When you're done using it, will you be off clave?
Well played. I begin then going through the various different bookshelves and all that you can see there, as then you see kind of like crisscrossing back and forth. You see robed figures, like people in like ancient looking robes that seem to be like moving back and forth, and underneath their robes you're seeing 2, 3, 4 sets of hands that just seem to be like grabbing books, putting them away, opening some, and then just kind of like with their finger almost writing in various different pages. One of them turns to look at Alexander Cross, and you see absolutely no facial features.
Yeesh.
They're the muses.
Thanks. That's one of my nightmares.
You're welcome.
There's 9 of
So
them.
Alexander then still a little bit unsettled by it, but maintaining kind of a better composure. He's at least interacted with them several times. Oh, hello. I'm actually looking for a name. Darnell Fox. The robed figure then like reaches inside of their robes and then like pulls out a book titled Darnell Fox 2023.
So terrifying.
You just had that on hand.
I would like to use my divination power or enclave power, kind of both, I guess, to get some information about the victim.
Okay, yeah. That is going to be another change the game roll. Go ahead and roll for me.
I have power tags, Library of Alexandria. I mean, that's kind of where I'm at. Hosts all books of all knowledge. I think those two definitely apply. And then my divination, I have waypoint of an event.
Okay.
So that would be, I think, 3 tags that I can use there.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Oh, that's a 12.
Awesome. Okay, so that is a I don't remember what we call it in this game. But it's
Dynamite?
crit. Yeah, thank you. A dynamite roll. All right. So going through his book, I imagine that you kind of skip to the end. You know,
Yeah.
there's no reason to go through it.
I think all of the pages are like written in Latin, so some things are like up to interpretation on like the lingo of the times, which
I know a book like that.
so then that would explain away like if I roll like shit, I don't just have all the knowledge,
Yeah, I mean, like you have it, but
but I have to translate
you have to
it.
translate, so it's questionable whether or not you are translate well.
Yeah.
But you did this time. And what you're able to glean from it is that Darnell Fox was at the washboard the night that he died. And that he was able to stay for a private show afterwards. Let's see. You also know that Darnell Fox didn't really have anyone in his life.
Oh.
Okay.
Damn.
So, you know, he did die pretty lonely. And yeah, that's about what
Okay.
you're able to glean.
Could I, because I got a crit, could I also carry that over to Martha Ellis?
You could look up Martha Ellis. Let's see. Okay, so going through Martha's book, you see that she's in about her 50s. And that her career has kind of been up and down. She's had some decently successful moments. She had a bit where she was really, really unsuccessful. And she's kind of making a comeback right now is what the book is kind of telling you.
Okay.
You see that you do see that she is newer to the washboard. It's been probably a couple of months now that she's been working there. She hasn't been there for her entire singing career. And I think that's about it.
Okay.
Let me verify real quick. Yeah, that's about it.
Oh, thank you. I hand the book back to a different muse who similarly like grabs the book and then just like puts the hand into the robe and then just the hand comes out with nothing in it. Like really eerie, like pocket dimension kind of shit.
Yeah.
He then takes his diorama that he brought with him and then goes over to the an Athenian kind of like section of the library, and there he has set up a podium where then he places his diorama. Excuse me, if we could get some glass for that, that would be great. Thank you very much. Speaking to yet another one of these muses, as he then spectral book and comes back to his bedroom.
Awesome.
The music.
What's the diorama?
Creepy.
A diorama.
Like a little model.
Yeah, kind of like a
scene.
scene, basically.
Okay, it is. Okay, that's what I thought it was. I guess I always imagined that they were huge. So like, how do you carry that with you? But I guess they don't always have to be like huge. you know?
Yeah.
Like this could kind of be
Oh, that's
a
fair.
diorama.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like he piecemeals it, you know,
Mm,
section by section.
Mhm.
He'll fill things out.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Does anybody want to do anything else tonight, or? Okay. Cock-a-doodle-doo, it's the morning.
Whoa.
I'm home.
And I do want to say, it's probably at this point, it's probably Thursday. Which, Stevie, Olivia's weekend is Tuesday and Wednesday, or Wednesday and Thursday?
I immediately forget. I think Wednesday is her Sunday, so I think it's Tuesday, Wednesday.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. So it
Okay.
would be Thursday then.
Wait, I wasn't at work. Wait.
That would be the morning
So,
of Friday.
Yeah, so
Okay.
now it's Friday. Sorry.
Okay.
It's the morning now. I know that was very confusing, but it is now Friday morning.
Yay. I love the morning.
Is anybody wanting to do anything in particular, or?
I want to react with a little eyeball emoji to the mention of the name.
Okay.
On Discord. That's it. I just read the messages when I wake up, and I make like a mental note to ask about it when I go in.
Okay.
I guess I don't know if I'll be able to tell anything because I'm not going to be like, you won't believe what I heard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
I'm now curious because everyone's talking about it. So
And I think I'll put in the Discord. I don't think you guys know how I acquire this information, but I do just kind of like do the dump of a person's info.
Okay.
And is this the first time that you've done that?
I don't think so. Because we have investigated something already, right?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Oh,
No, this is
No.
us
This
just
is
Oh.
getting
this is the
into
origin
first-
story. Yeah,
First investigation, I think. You guys have chatted about.
weird
okay,
stuff
gotcha.
on the news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
In that case, then, when I dump the information, I kind of like put at the very top, like according to various internet articles, is the verbatim how he puts it in there,
All right, Wikipedia.
and then pastes the thing just about Darnell Fox. He doesn't put the stuff about Martha Ellis.
Okay. Cool. Wesley, do you want to ask?
Das.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I get into work.
Okay.
I guess I have to.
I feel like you can be at work now. If
Yeah,
that's-
yeah. I guess I'll just go up to wherever. I guess I always imagine I'm not a cop, so I don't know at what point they start patrolling after like getting in. But before that happens, I just approach her wherever she idles. I'm gonna say, hey, you're investigating that case, right? About Daniel Fox,
Darnell.
Darnell Fox.
Mhm. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I am.
There's a lot of rumors, and I don't mean to like be dumb, but there's a lot of rumors that it was a murder. Like, do you think it was a murder? And I asked that you like spill the tea. I won't tell anyone you told me.
Okay. Yeah. So between you and me, Matt and I do think it's a murder.
Ooh.
Chief doesn't. And if I'm being honest, he gave us the weekend to determine whether or not it's a murder.
Mm.
And he said, if we don't have anything good by Monday, we gotta cut it out.
It was a
Here's the thing. Okay. So, because you're just talking about what you read in the paper,
Yeah.
probably, right? Like,
Mhm.
there's that one column, what is it called? the town, no. Yeah, like the town herald or the gossipy
The
one.
something, yeah, the shady one.
Yeah, so I don't know who told them, but what I can tell you is that it's not the only murder. Well, supposing it's a murder, it's not the only one. And that's why I think it is. There have been 3 people in the last month. 2 of them, 3. I guess even shorter than a month. It's been 3 weeks.
Damn.
So Darnell Fox, he died like 2 weeks ago. And then these other 2 happened last week. But here's the thing. They were all pronounced dead of unexplained heart failure.
Oh, wow.
And my main suspect, he's been at the scene of each of these so-called like heart failures.
Do you? I don't want to like pry too hard, but who is like your main suspect? If you can tell me. If you kind of get it, I won't ask again. But since we're already at the fountain,
I don't want to say anything. I don't want to.
Yeah, I got you. Like, don't put your job at the risk for because of me, right? But
No, I don't think it's that. It's just I'm trying not to. I guess
you want to prove it first.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to jinx it.
Yeah.
You know,
I respect that.
But hey, I can always use extra help. You know, Matt's great. And him and I are working hard on it, but I know you're off this weekend.
Yeah, I'll keep my ears to the city.
Yeah, I would really appreciate it because like I said, Chief isn't going to let me keep doing this past Monday. And I don't know, it just doesn't sit right with me.
Did you mention the name of the other 2 victims?
No, I didn't. Let me look at my notes real quick. There was Tiffany Bancroft.
That's a really cool last name. I didn't say that out of character, not in character.
And a Adam Walsh. That one was real fucking sad, dude.
Why's that?
The guy was a single dad.
Oh no.
And he was literally attending his son's funeral. Yeah.
Damn.
Fucked, right? So that one's the one that really, as soon as that happened, you know, three's a pattern.
Yeah, absolutely.
But especially the circumstances of that one, like, I don't know, man. Unexplained heart failure again. Like, I get that the guy was grieving because of his son, but he's got 2 kids still, you know, like, I don't know. But yeah, if you could just let me know if you hear anything. I'm obviously going to be out and about this weekend trying to bridge some gaps, but I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I'm gonna head out. Matt's waiting for me in the car. So
okay, yeah, have a good shift.
Thanks. You too.
Out of character, this came up right when Daniel Fox's name came up, Martha Ellis. I was worried. That is Martha Ellis, right?
Yes.
Yeah. What was it? Was it just that she was performing at the thing? That was it, right? That was. It wasn't like okay, cool. Okay, yeah. I just wanted to make sure because it happened so fast. I was like, are we pinning this on her? No, right?
No.
Okay.
No, she's just the popular.
She's the reason. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's why. That's why he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
That's why OP knew about the washboard was because he had heard.
There was no post. No, you're OP.
Every time.
I was like, what?
I was like, I know that's not original poster,
I was like,
so I'm not going to say anything.
I was like, is this a Reddit
I'll figure it out. The wheels will turn.
No, that's why OP knew about it was because he had heard of her recently,
Yeah.
just from friends and whatever. And then also he knew of the washboard because it had been somewhere where he looked at booking a gig, but
Mhm.
he hasn't booked a gig there yet.
Okay.
I didn't give you this information. I'm
No, that's fine.
gonna give it now. You haven't booked a gig yet with the washboard, mainly because you don't really play jazz, and it is kind of a jazz club. So it's not that you couldn't, but you'd have
Yeah, I
to
mean,
kind of
anyone
warp
can
your
play
music,
jazz.
your music to fit that.
Just gotta scream into the mic and call it art.
Okay,
That's how I feel about country music.
I have an early theory.
You
About
just
country
talk
music?
like this.
Yeah, talk about beer and
So-
blue jeans. That fit just right.
We have Daniel Fox,
Correct.
Okay.
Darnell.
Darnell. Thank
What?
you.
Yeah, you guys. How hard is
Yeah,
it?
Darnell's
Okay.
a pretty normal name.
Sorry.
Like, it's not even a weird name.
Darnell Fox,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
super alone,
Mhm.
died of heart failure.
Mhm.
Yes.
We also have Adam Walsh.
Single dad.
His kid just died, super alone, died of heart failure, maybe heartbreak.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm curious
Yeah,
if
like,
Tiffany
wondering
Bancroft
what happened
also
to
died
Tiffany.
from being really
How
sad.
come you didn't ask about Tiffany? Huh?
I didn't ask about the other one. She started talking
Yeah,
about
but then
it.
you should be like, bro, what happened to Tiffany?
I'm looking into it.
Anyways, that's early theory that it has something to do with being
Being
sad.
Being heartbroken.
That's
Okay.
that's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Okay.
Heart
okay.
failure.
Yeah, I had the
heartbreak.
same thought because I was like, they're both so depressed.
The big sad got him.
Plan is after trivia to go to the washboard. Is that still your guys' plan, or with
Yeah, can I?
the
When does-
newfangled information that you have?
When
what
does
is-
trivia start?
6 p.m.,
And it goes until
8 p.m.
8 p.m.
okay, so from there straight to
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
be a
it's
little late,
like
but
the
it's
doors
fine.
open at 8, but you don't want to be the first person.
And she's
in
not
the
performing
club.
till
Yeah.
10.
Yeah.
right?
Every time you ask, oh, is that what you guys are going to do? I'm like, no, is this wrong? Like the way you ask.
Oh, you want to go to
I'm just
trivia?
asking
I don't
normally.
want to be like, yeah, now you have to.
Well,
That's
you're
all.
you're just
Well,
asking a normal question. It's just
I hope that
because
you
we're
have
in
a
an
whole nother-
investigative thing.
a whole
I'm
nother
no, we're
like
doing something
15
fucking
trivia
wrong.
questions.
Well, it's
to
also
ask.
like
Yeah.
it's also like it's when you ask like, hey, what's your passive perception? Like even if you don't need it in that
You're like,
moment,
why?
Yeah.
Why do
now,
you need that?
Now the whole party is like, I roll perception. Like for what, bro? It's a door.
I've been reading a book about running horror RPGs, and it's just like, just roll the dice every once in a while, just behind your screen.
I've heard that.
Doesn't have to mean
Mm-hmm.
anything. Just roll them, and then have it really mean something a couple of times. Yeah.
Perfect.
This is I'm gonna ask you guys what your perception is all the time.
Can I use my police resources to look a little bit more into Tiffany McDowell?
Tiffany
Bancroft.
Thank you.
Wow.
Sure, yeah, you can.
You guys didn't let me have it, bro. We would have gaslit our listeners. Cool. No, man, I almost said something really weird. Yeah, I guess I want to look into just like I guess her like if there's any like any information on her death, like where it was, or like her life leading up to that point, or if she was like
Ooh, yeah.
anything,
She had a criminal record.
a record.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
I guess it's
um,
possible I find nothing if she's never done anything wrong. but-
That's also true.
Come on, everyone's got a parking ticket or a speeding ticket or something.
I don't think I've ever gotten a parking ticket or a speeding ticket.
I have not either. I've been pulled over once.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm the worst.
You've been pulled
What?
over once.
Does she not exist?
No, she does.
Oh.
I just realized
Because
that
I do that
like
a lot.
I made all of you guys have changed the game rules so far, but there's totally an investigate rule or
Sweet.
role. I mean,
Hey,
So I'm not
where
about to
you
change-
generate clues.
I'm not about to change the
Oh,
game.
okay.
But whatever,
It's too late.
same.
Yeah.
You had to roll for it anyway.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and give me a roll. This one's going to be an investigate roll.
All right. Now it's the part where I argue with you about my power tags.
Mm-hmm.
I think Parry, Ultimate Fighter, and all of that. I'm just kidding. I do want to use police connections. I think that makes sense. I think that's what I'm doing. But that's all I have. I think that really applies. The rest,
Okay.
I'm really like aggressive. Oh, and I know we talked about it last time
Yeah.
about me replacing the bracelet. I'm not doing that anymore because I didn't do that, and I'm just not going to. I think.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, police connections. That's all I got.
Sounds good.
That's okay because I only roll sixes.
oh, he just rolled 2 6s.
God damn.
Bruh.
I'm blessed, bro. Jesus Christ.
He rolls what he wants.
I guess. That's
So
a lucky 13.
that's a lucky 13 you got there.
I am Tiffany
I
McDowell.
can't keep her from looking like
Her
Usopp.
name's not McDowell.
You say Usopp? Was it Bancroft?
Bancroft.
Bancroft.
Which is going to stick in my head because those are the bad guys from Altered Carbon.
I really want to watch that.
Dude, it's so good.
Today's
Dude, do you want to watch Altered Carbon together?
Yeah. Why'd you make that face?
Sleepover.
Dude, Drew.
Come over to my place.
I will. I'll watch my snug.
Dude, I'm working from home this week.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll come over one of these days.
Okay.
We'll watch- Is that a movie?
No, it's a series.
Okay.
It's a pretty short one, though. Because the
So
first
don't they
season...
have 2 seasons?
Kind of.
Okay.
The first season's better.
Okay.
All you've really got on Tiffany Bancroft is that she was in her late 30s. She died in her house of unexpected heart failure.
Mm-hmm.
And she was married.
Like when she died, she was married?
Yes. Yeah.
Mm.
So, and her husband's name is Ross Bancroft.
Is Ross still alive?
What?
Is he still alive?
He is.
Is he on a story?
And let's see.
Sorry. about
And
the
it
dog.
does provide an address to
No.
their house in the police report.
Sick.
So,
Time to go.
but yeah, there's not much.
experiments.
She's never really done anything wrong, so she doesn't have like an actual police file.
Yeah.
The only thing on file is the
The
fact that
She died.
She's never been pulled over.
No.
So you're saying Stevie's more of a criminal than Tiffany Bancroft?
I had to pee.
She also could have been pulled
I was
over and then they
pregnant.
just didn't do anything.
Heavily pregnant.
Yeah, I mean, she might have,
How I got
but
out of
didn't
it.
get a ticket or,
Yeah.
you know, like it's just not.
Not in there.
Okay.
And realistically, in a city like this, not a lot of people are driving. So
In pain.
she totally could never have been pulled over because
Also, you got to really fuck up in a city to like get pulled over.
True. Cops
Yeah,
aren't-
good point.
Yeah.
They got other things to do.
And the coroner that is proclaiming all these people with heart issues, I assume, isn't out of our station.
is what?
Is not like the coroner out of our station.
That's a good question.
I only roll 2 6s again. I'll do it. You dare
No,
me?
it's okay.
Okay.
Actually, no. They are the coroner out of your station.
Oh,
Yeah, because yours is the
the station.
V station.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I talk?
The only other coroners that they have are ones like at the hospitals, you know? So what?
I was like, how do you kill a square? You get 4 coroners. That's not even like, I'm not even sure that it's like a full joke, but it's funny
I
to
don't
me.
think it is.
Can I talk to our coroner?
Yeah, you can go talk to him.
Hello, our coroner.
Hello.
I wanted to ask about the unforeseen heart failures about 3 individuals in the past 3 weeks.
Oh, you've been talking to Officer Das, haven't you?
I mean, yeah, I have.
All right. Come along. And he brings you to the little dead body fridge that they got going
Mhm.
with all the cool pull-out drawers.
Mhm. That shit would be
Um,
so cool if it wasn't for dead bodies, right? Like,
I think it'd be
Would
cool
be.
either way. It's refrigerated.
no, it's
Yeah,
actually really
ideally.
warm and it's stinky and they're all decomposing. Go on. They're probably
he
not.
pulls out the 3. You notice that they're all kind of right next to each other, and he says, Officer Dazak asked if I would put them all together so that she could come and examine them and not have too much trouble. But like I told her, there's literally not a single scratch on these bodies. I
Damn.
think they're ready to be put to rest.
And you didn't like. Sorry, I know you probably went through all this already, but
It's all right.
nothing
You're
was-
thorough.
nothing-
So is she.
nothing was weird at all. Like, I mean, some of these people seem like just like relatively young, healthy people. Like, isn't it kind of weird? You think?
Well, yes. that the heart failure for somebody in their 30s is a little concerning, but this one right here, and he points to who you assume is Darnell Fox. He's the older of the three. He's not too far off of the normal age for these things to happen, and this man here, and he points to the other man, and it's like, well, he's a little young, but he's in his 40s. These things happen. It is odd that this young woman here had some sort of heart failure, but like I said, there's not any other indications of any real issue. She's quite healthy. Sometimes genetic things happen.
Think there might be drugs involved? Like, ask about the toxicology or something?
Oh, is that a different person? I guess I just assumed that would be investigated, right? Like the coroner would know.
The coroner would know.
Yeah. He seems like a stand-up old person. Old guy. I love stand-up old people. But yeah, I guess I'll be like, damn.
Like the ones that can't stand up because they're old.
I'm not a fan.
That's a hot take.
I'm just kidding. I do not.
I
Nothing.
wasn't ready for you to say that. I wouldn't have said anything if I'd known.
Okay. Well. Yeah. Sorry for taking up your time. Keep me I guess if you discover something weird somehow after this, let me know. I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me.
I will do. I must say though, there's not a lot for me to look into much more unless Officer Daz finds something else exciting. So
go to dab him up.
Oh, okay. Then he kind of awkwardly high fives you and
bless you.
gives you like a sort of handshake.
Cool.
He's old and wrinkly,
We'll
and so it's like kind of.
I appreciate the effort.
He's got like the old people soft skin.
Yeah. Well, see ya. I start to skip out the door joyfully.
Joyfully.
Just kidding.
Joyfully out of the coroner's office.
But yeah, I guess I'll just go work my shift and all that.
Okay.
I have a question. I guess for the table, because this is like we're just starting to look like. I guess it's mostly for you, but kind of for the table. Would it make sense for me to bring it up? I know we're kind of like talking about it in the group chat, but like, I guess it's not a secret that two other people died in mysterious ways, right? I guess I just couldn't. I would probably avoid saying things that are like only the police know. Like if she had told me the name of the main suspect, I probably wouldn't share that, right?
Yeah.
But I can probably be like, "Whoa, two other people. Here's their address." I'm not gonna give their address.
Yeah.
But
Do you give their names though?
that probably makes sense, right? Like I don't like. Is that you think too much?
Okay, so this is not a me question.
Yep.
This is fully up to you and how you personally think your character would work. Do you think he's more of a gossip and he's cool with telling the homies because they're the homies? Or do you think he's more close to his chest, and if those types of things did come up, he would say something like for example, let's say Stevie texted the group chat and was like, "Oh my gosh, did you hear that there were other deaths?" Right? If she said that, then you would say something, or is it like, "Bruh, guess what I just found out?" Right?
You will not believe.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
I think that's a question for you.
Yeah. I am gonna, as I go on get ready to patrol with my favorite guy, Cyrus McDowell. How do I know his name? Cyrus. Oh, it is Cyrus. Dalton? That's my partner, right?
Yes.
Why is
Sick.
McDowell like the go-to name for you?
It's
right
just in
now?
my brain. Next week is
My
gonna be
8th
something
grade
else.
math teacher.
I'm gonna text the chat and be like, "Hey, I just talked to one of my homies in my place of employment." And since we're talking about it already, I did just want to bring up that it's really weird that like a couple of other people recently have died of the same causes. I'm not gonna say too much because I probably just shouldn't. But I thought that was interesting to know. So I have a little like snake dancing emoji that I use when I don't know how to end a sentence in the Discord.
Okay.
And then I
you
sent
have that in real life. That felt really personal.
on it's one of the Slack emojis. It's not a snake, but it's like a little goop that like
It was like, okay.
yeah, he's a little dancing guy. I think he's rainbow. Yeah. And there's
Here's a snake.
I have similar emotes in some other servers I'm in, but yeah, little dancing boy always ends a conversation. Or ends a sentence at least. But yeah, I share that. That has happened with a couple other people as well. Recently too. So
Pring. Good
that's not how it
morning.
sounds. It sounds boom.
Oh yeah. Boom. Good morning.
Comma.
That is very weird to hear. You wouldn't happen to know who the other two victims are, would you? Regards, Professor Alexander Cross.
Dear Mr. Cross. And then that's like lined out. And then it says, Dear Dr. Cross. Yeah. Nah. It's basically a quick little blurb that says like, yeah, like I do have some more information, but my coworker told me this in confidence. I don't want to reveal too much, and then she gets like in trouble. So I'm sure the media will put out these names eventually. Or maybe they won't. Heart emoji and that your pal, Alex.
Ba-dum.
I'm gonna put a thumbs down emoji on it. I want him
put a
to spill
bread.
the tea.
Nah, I love the bread.
Good morning. Ah, very well. That makes perfect sense. Do keep us informed. Regards, Professor Alexander Cross.
And there's just a big thumbs up emoji. And I'm gonna like, you know, if you send just a message, it's like the big emoji.
Yeah.
I'm gonna react to that emoji and then send a smaller thumbs up to the big thumbs up that I posted. And then start my shift.
This has unlocked a whole new level of just.
I love it, bro. I loved the fact that we can just. I in every game, people should just have a Discord server, bro. Like it's so easy. Like
Yeah. Oh, I have an emoji story.
Okay.
My dad reached out to me this last week, and he's like, "Hey, Joe." He calls me Joe still.
Nobody else can call him that.
No
yeah,
one
please
does.
don't. You'll
His
get banned.
wife
You'll get
me,
banned on everything.
does not call him that. It's awful.
We'll slap down.
We'll send the assassins.
Honestly,
Yeah.
the Pinkertons.
But he's like, "Hey, how do I get rid of the heart on a text?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" And he was like, "Well, I was texting my boss, and she told me to do something, and I said that I would, and then a heart showed up on it, and I think that I put a heart on it, and I don't want her to think that I'm hitting on her." And I'm like,
Oh, that's so awesome.
I know, right? He's so retired and old. He should be retired soon. But I was like, "No, Dad, like it's your boss saying like that
Got
she
it.
appreciates you like doing this thing." And so I went up top and then liked and like hearted a bunch of our conversations so he could go practice.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So wholesome.
That
Anyway,
is
cute.
incredibly cute.
yeah. And apparently his boss was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I won't use the heart emoji anymore.
Aw.
I'll stick to the thumbs up."
Which like is also really wholesome, right? Because
Yeah.
it's like, oh, that weirded you out. I'm so sorry. Like,
We'll just stick
say
to this.
less. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and I appreciated that too when he said that. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
what a good boss. Instead of being like, of course it wasn't that. Like, I just, you know, like,
How dare you?
Yeah.
dude.
Meanwhile, in my group chat, it's all like eggplant emojis.
And the
Goodness
water
gracious.
emoji. The fire.
Peaches everywhere.
Yeah, the fire, peach, water, eggplants.
the peach DLC.
The peach.
There we go.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
The cheeked up DLC.
I think we actually are supposed to cut that part out. So
Damien's cheeks.
they
No,
won't
no.
even know what we're
Yep,
talking
that's
about.
fine.
Nope.
Leave it in there, bro.
About butts. That's all you gotta know.
Cheeks, bro.
Okay.
Okay.
Not that cake. All right. What are we doing?
Is there? You guys don't know this part about my life. In my in the other job that I work,
Mhm.
is there like a catalog of like dangerous or questionable relics that we know are out there in the world but we haven't gotten yet?
Mhm.
Could I check that at some point? Probably not right now because I'm about to start walking around with my boy. But like at some point, I want to see if there's like anything that could do this type of deal.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, for sure.
You don't want to open up the questionable relics app.
I will say it is a Friday, so
Oh, it's Friday today.
yeah, so you have paperwork to do.
No,
Oh.
I hate it.
You
bro.
should stop saving it until
I
Friday.
should, bro. I'm not gonna do that shit on Mondays. Mondays suck. And then if I'm not gonna do it on Monday, I have no choice but to save it for Friday, bro. Yeah.
So the reason I bring that up though is because you're going to be at your
Around
desk
anyway
anyway.
for a while, yeah.
So if you wanted to, you could log into that database while you're supposedly doing the paperwork
I'll do
that
that.
you've put off all week.
Is that like weird? Like, where's my desk, bro? Is it angled so people can't just look over my shoulder and be like, you know what I'm saying?
So it's a pretty open environment. Have you seen like Brooklyn Nine-Nine or anything like that, where it's just like the normal police station, and there's like an office for the captain or the chief or whoever in the back?
I've seen Psych, which
Yeah.
I imagine.
Okay,
is like,
Same vibe. So you do have like generic desk B that's
Mhm.
chilling. It's not in the corner.
Damn.
But because you work with sensitive types of information, and people do walk, like perpetrators walk through the office when they're getting like their fingerprints done and stuff like that. All of the police officers do have those little screen covers that that people can't look over your shoulder.
Mhm.
So it really is up to you on whether or not you want to wait until the office is kind of empty, or if you trust that they probably won't see what you're looking up.
Yeah, I think I'll like just have like a second tab open or a second window so that if someone approaches me in conversation, well, I guess that's kind of sus. They're gonna think I'm reading webtoons on the job.
That would be their first thought.
The other thing I will point out is it is a division of
We're doing math.
it is a division of
Quit.
the police
Yeah,
station anyway.
yeah.
So the website itself looks like
That's fair. Yeah,
any
I'll
other
just-
website
I'll
that
just
you would
keep it
normally be on.
to see if there's anything there we're aware of.
Okay.
Click clack, click clack, clack 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 click. That's
Okay.
me logging in.
Looking into your other database, you notice that there's not really anything magical or mythical that you're seeing that really fits this sort of description. There's a couple things here and there where it's like a really cool knife that doesn't leave stab
Ooh, that
wounds,
is really
or
cool.
there's
A donut that every time like you're about to take the last bite replenishes itself, so you have endless
a
donuts.
knife that doesn't leave stab wounds. Sorry, it took me a second. to
Isn't that
process.
crazy?
yeah
Is it like you stab, you do the damage, but then it's just like
basically.
that's what I
see,
imagine.
so it
yeah.
just does internal damage?
yeah.
That's
The blood's inside where it's supposed
so
to be.
confusing.
But that wouldn't explain.
The random
heart
heart failure,
failure,
right? Like
yeah.
it would
Because
still,
they would have been like,
it
"What's
still
up
would've-
with this? Their
Yeah.
organs are
Yeah.
split
Mhm.
open."
Yeah, and that's one of those things where like it's on it. That's one of those weapons on your list of like, find this now, please. Right.
Yeah, it would be so sick if this wasn't just out there in the city.
Yeah.
yeah.
But like there's not everything that you're kind of looking up as far as what's on your guys' radar right now.
Doesn't
it doesn't
seem to explain like link to.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm lucky. Okay, I guess keep filling out paperwork and then start my shift.
Okay. Is
I-
anybody else wanting to do anything during your Friday day?
No, I think OP woke up late today, so like 3 in the afternoon, and
Quite late.
I get
yeah,
it,
just
man.
walks over to the coffee shop, gets some coffee, and then starts making his way to trivia slowly.
Okay.
But surely,
I think
Holy church.
Professor Alexander Cross looks online through his phone, which has like mild internet capabilities. He doesn't have like the Pixel 12 or the iPhone 36 or whatever the fuck we're at now with those things. He just has, a smartphone, but it's obviously very outdated back when maybe Apple was interesting in any way.
Oof. Shots fired.
So he searches on there trying to find any more information, very specifically names of the other victims.
What is he specifically Googling or binging or
shit.
whatever he does?
What would an old guy Google?
Google.
Nearby murders.
Okay.
Then
all the old
that
guys I
obviously
know.
won't work.
Mhm.
So then he will try and use some like keywords that he would use in like scholarly articles.
Mhm.
So something to the effect of heart failure, just like specific details that he knows from Darnell, his death, and start searching away at that.
Okay. I'm gonna have you do an investigate roll for this.
Okay.
Make sure to look through any power tags as well as any of the weakness tags that you might have, because I did not mention that before.
I
But
forgot I have weaknesses.
if you have weakness tags that apply, make sure that you voice those.
Okay. So I mean, for my divination power, I have a weakness tag of must have a name.
You have a
I
name?
think that probably applies here because I don't have a name.
Okay.
Oh.
Mhm.
So that's -1 there. But I do think I don't know. I would argue that like university access, so I can search. I don't know on because I have university access isn't quite right. It's dumb because the tags that I have don't necessarily apply to it, but the overall theme does. So like training,
Mhm.
I have trained in study, so I should probably be pretty good at like searching for information.
Mhm.
Also, I work at a university. I feel like I'm kind of okay at
I don't know, bro.
Looking
I've had
stuff.
some professors that are pretty bad.
yeah, but you haven't had Professor Alexander Cross. Though.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah,
I don't know,
that
there's-
one I think it kind of depends, because like one of my current professors, I genuinely don't know if he's ever learned how to type on a keyboard. I think he might know how to type on a typewriter and that's it.
Okay.
So that one I'm not sure if I can just automatically
that's
give
fair.
to.
Let's see. I got history, ancient lore, effective teaching, teach, university access, efficient planning. I honestly don't think that many of them work for this. So we're gonna have a weakness, and that's it. A -1.
Just
So,
roll 2 6s.
I would like to argue university access means that you probably have like a lot of like scholarly background type things. You could look like deeper into. No, that would probably like
Because I'm looking for
Yeah,
the names of
the
something
names of
recent.
the people. Yeah, that probably wouldn't fit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, different types of heart failure, maybe, but not the names.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're fine.
I think
I'm
this
all
is-
for like us chatting and arguing about what works and what doesn't.
I think this is a cool too, like in terms of mechanics, because like it is part of the balancing act, right? Because you get one broad power and then 2 like more specific powers.
Mhm.
So like it makes sense that sometimes it's hard to make it apply to like a lot of situations because we do pick our niches, right? So it's like
Yeah, and I've already said that this guy is in libraries and looking at books. He's not too big on the internet. So I'm going to go with just the weakness tag.
Okay.
Oh, hot damn. 2 6s, so that's an 11.
Goodness
Nice.
gracious.
I'm
Okay.
terrified for when I eventually roll because I've not rolled yet. And like,
Better be 2 6s.
dude, I know like that wasn't my fault, but I'm taking credit for it, bro. I'm out here blessing these dice. I tell you what.
Okay.
This is my first time using like a fucking dice tower for rolling.
Oh.
So
I know. Is it kind of nice?
It looks
kinda
cool.
nice.
Like I get
Because-
jealous when I watch you do it.
I love the idea of dice towers,
Oh,
but I don't know, I like rolling it myself, so I just haven't ever bought one because I'm like, what if I hate it and it's lame? But I don't know, it's kind of cool.
and that one's cool because it just has like, because a lot of them are just like the tower, and then it goes.
Mhm.
But that one like has the square in front of the tower, so you can
Yeah.
either drop it on the top or roll it. So you get to choose every time.
I think the
True.
tower is good for multiple dice.
Mhm.
Unless you're playing Warhammer, because you love to feel just 30 dice in your hand.
But then you would pour them into the tower and you would hear them go through. That could be cool.
That could
Ooh,
be
yeah.
kinda cool.
Like those marble
Mm-hmm.
things.
I don't know. It's good. It is very good. I don't know if it would like replace
Your hands.
just using my hands. Yeah.
Just walking around with that on your
With
hand.
the dice tower.
Because
Yeah, it's
that's
kinda nice, though.
that's there are not very many regrets that I have when it comes to like not buying something. But those books at PAX that you and Wesley both got,
Aren't they
they're
so
Do you
cool?
wanna do-
and I kind of might maybe think about actually buying one.
Yeah, that's
But-
what I'm planning.
I think if you order online, you can
So
do
it's
like
Nova
do like a
Open.
custom front one
Like,
too.
yeah.
So
I don't know.
That would
Nobody
be
knows
sick.
what day it is.
Anyway,
I think it's
sorry,
Friday.
listeners.
Fire and Ash.
Maybe we'll take a picture of the book and
Yeah.
tag
No.
the people who made it.
or maybe we'll just leave you
I
It's
really
wondering.
want to get
Cool.
one, but I have to like ask
Make-
for a specific one because I was like, I'm sorry, I don't like how it
Oh,
feels.
right,
'cause
yeah.
I'm dumb. I
No,
don't like popsicle sticks.
I want to do. They have DM screens too that you can like get engraved and you
Yeah.
can do the.
I know.
What cool-
I know.
what cool stuff.
It's such a cool shop. Anyway, I don't know what they're named
I can't
right now
recall
in
it
this
right
They're
now.
moment.
Fire and Ash.
Oh, Fire
Oh,
and Ash.
Fire
That's
and
why
Ash.
you said that.
Got it. I thought you were just
Yeah,
saying
I
words.
didn't. Yeah, I didn't make it clear at all. Sorry. This is why I don't advertise anything. Also, because no one asks me to.
But yeah, we will take a picture of it and post
Yeah,
it
we'll
on the
let you guys
Instagram. But anyway, you rolled an 11, which
Yep.
means you did it. you got a good roll. What was it that you were looking up?
The
I'm so
names.
sorry.
The names
the
of the
names
other
of the
victims.
others.
Oh yeah, okay. So you do find in your Google search that in the last couple of weeks there have been a decent handful of various heart-related deaths.
Mhm.
You do see Darnell Fox. You're like, yep, got it. Sick. Knew that one already. You scroll, there's a couple of really old guys where they're like, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Like, that makes sense. You were 93. You were 79.
How are
Like,
you still
it's-
here?
Got it.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Those are very normal. But then
No offense to our
Through-
90-year-old listeners.
through your that first page of names, you do notice that there are two in particular that are not Darnell Fox, and they are not older people where it would make sense. And those two names are Tiffany Bancroft and then an Adam Walsh,
Okay. So
both
now,
of which have little obituary things if you want to read through those.
yes.
Okay. This is not a prepared obituary because I just told you right now in this moment there was that there was. An
I didn't know it
obituary.
existed
So I'm going to
until
give you
right
the
now.
summary.
Okay, yeah.
Essentially, in Tiffany's, it says that she was a beloved wife of a Ross Bancroft who she preceded in death, and that in lieu of flowers, they ask for donations to be provided to her fund that she has set up. Seems like it's some sort of charitable
Yeah.
something. It says that she was 37 when she died.
Okay. And then Adam Walsh, do we have anything other than just sadness?
Well,
Because he's the single dad one. So
Yeah. His two kids
The
are left
obituary
behind.
just says sadness.
oh
yeah, I
Adam
wonder-
Walsh, big sad.
I wonder if it says what happened with his kids because
yeah.
they are orphaned now.
Let me find my stuff.
Oh
Hopefully
yeah,
there's
I guess
family.
that was a misunderstanding on my part. I thought Adam Walsh, single dad attending his son's funeral. I thought like that was his son.
No, he
because
left- he
no
left-
longer has a kid anymore.
He left two others behind.
Two others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what you read, right? Adam Walsh died at age 46. He's 46. He was preceded in death by his wife and his son.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Preceded in, like,
His wife and his
before
son died
his
before him.
death, they died.
Oh, gotcha.
Which lines up, right? Because he was at his son's funeral.
Yeah.
And
Wait, was his son's funeral at the washboard?
No.
No, he
No,
died
that's
at
a really
Darnell-
weird place for a funeral.
Darnell Fox died at the washboard. He was.
Oh.
Yeah, different guy.
Okay,
no,
gotcha.
that would be such a for a kid too. Just where we should go.
Should have a wake. Okay. Sorry, team. I broke the game.
Yeah, we're just stuck at the loading.
No, sorry.
screen.
I was trying to look at like obituary wording. Because
no,
I
it's
remembered
fine.
preceded in
If
death.
if
but
it doesn't
then-
matter, then
Well, no, I
It's
just wanted to like make
sometimes-
sure that I was saying the right thing
Yeah.
because preceded in death
Mhm.
is what I've meant.
Mhm.
But then people who have
who are living would be
survived.
survived by.
Yeah, they're
Yes.
usually.
I just couldn't
survived by-
remember what they were
Oh,
called.
okay.
Succeeded in death.
So he is survived by his two daughters.
Oh, they're two daughters.
And let's see. It says that he was a loving father. Yeah, that's about it.
Trying to find a connection between all of them. It just doesn't make any sense.
Oh,
Yeah.
they all died.
They were all probably
yeah,
sad.
they're all dead. That's the main connection.
Except Tiffany. I guess we're not sure if Tiffany was sad.
Um,
I don't know.
Basically,
she had a husband named
I-
Ross.
Dude, Ross is gonna get pissed, bro. Our listener
Goodness
named Ross.
gracious.
Bob.
Hey, Ross. We already call them Stinky all the time. They'll be fine.
okay, so what I want to do, I imagine that takes a little bit of time, especially because good old Prof here doesn't use the internet all that often. So,
Yeah, and you've got to click on each one, read through it, make sure it does it does or does not make sense.
You get through a
and
bunch of shitty ones before you
you
find
get those
the
weird
ones.
ones where it's like, pay to see this obituary or like
We
are
see your
you
ad
looking
blockers
for-
on. Like, Jesus Christ, I hate those ones.
yeah,
This person is looking for you on this website.
I have to
Single
read
moms
through
in your
all of like
area.
the terms and conditions of each page
Oh,
first,
Except all
and then-
cookies.
Mhm.
except all the cookies.
Yeah.
And then you never get a cookie. Like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Like, what's the point?
Yeah.
Really. So at that point, I imagine I'm probably running late for trivia. And by late, I mean I'm not going to get there an hour early. It's going to be like only 45 minutes early. So I will probably just start heading there, noting the names in my head.
Okay.
I don't imagine that I could fuck around with my enclave thing and just teleport over to trivia in a weird way.
No.
So I'll just take the bus.
That would be crazy.
Well, because the idea, right, is I teleport into
Sorry.
the
I
into the
still
Library
take
of
the bus then.
Alexandria, and then when I teleport out, if I teleport to a different spot.
Are you... We don't have to get into the weeds if we don't want to.
Oh no, let's get into.
Are you
these.
physically gone when you do that? Or is it like you are like... Your consciousness is in the library, but you're still...
Are you just fucking
I-
standing there like?
No, it's like gone.
That's crazy.
Mhm. Like poof.
Whoa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very Odd Parents?
Yeah.
Obtuse Rubber Goose? Sorry.
But you always come back to the same place we have just established.
Mhm.
That's what we've just established.
Yeah.
yes.
So
Okay,
wherever
okay.
he was before. So it's not like, for example, it's not like he always teleports back to his living room,
Yeah,
right? It's like
yeah,
wherever
he was
he
when he left.
was when he left.
Mhm.
Okay,
The
so
exact X
So-
and Y.
Mm.
so if we were villains,
Mhm.
he
Ooh,
could
we
walk
could
into
put
a
something
bank,
where he was.
go into the bathroom, just poof, disappear, and then reappear at like midnight. Be like, hey,
Yeah, because I mean,
Yeah.
time would pass the exact same way. It's not like
passes
some
the
weird.
same. Okay,
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's the
But then
Library
you're
of
doing those
Alexandria.
creepy
I mean,
muses for
Yeah.
several hours.
It's also modern day, right? Like, I don't think he would not show up on security cameras just because he was at the library.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, good point.
But
It'd be like that
it
dude
still
went in the
stands.
bathroom
Yeah,
and never
like-
came out. Like, it's pretty obvious what happened. Do
Yeah.
banks have bathrooms?
Yeah, so time
Yeah.
passes by normally. So if you've been in the library for 4 hours of real time
Mhm.
have elapsed as well. And it is something that you have to be relatively careful about, as far as like you don't necessarily want everybody and their mom knowing that you have this cool library thing. So you
Because
do
otherwise
have to
they'll burn
care.
it down again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dude.
No, that's kind of a joke, but maybe, I don't know.
I mean, maybe. Fuck if I know.
But as far as you're concerned, like you want to make sure that you're in a place where nobody's really going to see you disappear and reappear. So you tend to do it in places that are a little bit more private, just in case you do pop back in like 5 hours later. Like you don't want to be in like a Burger King in line and just poof away and then poof back. And
a guy was standing where I was standing,
you,
and now
like,
we're
fall
like
on
some
top
weird.
of him.
Oh no, we're
You're
like
fused.
Oh,
as
man.
like
Yeah.
conjoined thing.
Oh, no.
It just is nightmarish.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you just don't want to. You don't want to do that.
I just
So-
thinking of that the fucking 90s commercials things that we were posting in the
Yeah.
Discord.
Oh my
That was
gosh,
wild.
yeah.
Can you take things and people with you?
Yes, we've
into
already
the
established that because I grabbed onto my diorama and could bring that in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, he'd
So
be
thanks.
naked.
Okay.
It's kind of like the Dragon
And-
Tales thing where you like
As long as we all wish
hold,
to be there.
hold the scale together and wish to be there. You all
Okay.
go,
okay.
or whatever he's holding goes.
Mm-hmm.
That's cute. Okay.
But I'm the only one who can actually
Yeah, you're the one
physically
who
hold the book, so you have to
Yeah.
onto me and let me.
Okay.
Like a conga line.
Who's could do.
Imagine accidentally doing that in a conga line.
Just
Everyone's
the whole
like,
line.
What the fuck?
What the fuck is that?
Just keep congaing. Don't stop the line.
Just keep hugging. It kills me.
What else are you supposed to do in that situation?
Your faceless librarians.
They
staring.
join in with their little creepy hands. Silent.
Feeling the hands like on your shoulders, like the
Yeah.
your waist, and just
Your
too
head,
much.
shoulders, knees, and toes, bro. Yeah.
I can't.
I
Okay.
love trivia night.
Anything else before trivia? You guys all chilling at trivia? Okay. So we will fade our way into trivia. I do not have a trivia prepared for you this week.
Just say we win.
You're going.
Did we win?
Can I roll for it?
Can
No,
we?
can Wesley roll for
Can
it?
we roll for it?
I'm gonna roll for it. Somebody hand me dice. Thank you.
Joseph was faster.
Roll 2 6s. Unless you're rolling for them, in which case roll 2 1s.
Oh my god, we won!
Should I roll and then
No.
highest wins?
The answer is banana phone. Boop, 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 boop.
No, because I am calculating. You guys did
gonna-
win,
Okay.
Yes.
but just like last week, it was by the skin of your teeth.
What?
Do teeth have skin?
No.
We lost. Sorry.
Factually was there again,
Mhm.
and you guys actually won by a technicality.
Oh no!
So
We're
we
gonna
can-
hold that over us.
yeah, we can't even take that much pride in it.
One of the answers that they gave ended up not technically counting because you guys had the same score, right?
Mm.
And so they had to nitpick who got what because
Mm.
they can't give a gift card to two teams,
Yeah.
right? So they got it.
Factually forgot the apostrophe in one of those.
Yeah.
Spelled
It
something
it was
wrong,
literally the answer was
A towel.
a towel. No, it was
Madonna with one N.
no. Stop talking. Goodness gracious. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we
It
get
there was and you guys wrote the Bloodhound, right? And they just wrote Bloodhound,
That
and
type
so
of deal.
now
Yeah.
Yeah.
you guys won because you
'Cause
technically
we're
put
better.
the at the
You know
at the
what?
front of it.
We earned it. They're dumb.
Yep.
Well, to be fair, it was neither of your guys' best nights. You were a little distracted, so
With what? I'm just kidding.
I don't know.
Multiple murders? That's not distracting.
Yeah, what are they distracted with?
Did you guys talk
Yeah.
about it
Maybe
at all
they're also
during
investigating
trivia?
the
Maybe
murder.
one
or-
of them knows Adam Walsh.
Maybe
That's
they're the
really
murderer.
specific, but
I
They
think
kill people so to gain their trivia knowledge. That's how they can compete.
Do they
with
just
us.
like
Oh my God.
all their knowledge?
I don't think we would
when
not
they murder
notice if we were
people?
eating their.
So
Sorry.
they're like actual mind flayers.
Yep.
Okay, great. I think that we probably do. I mean, we have to talk about it a little bit if we're going
Yeah.
to be going and investigating for the
definitely.
first time.
Yeah, I think we're talking about it over nachos.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to have that conversation or do you want to hand wave it?
Well,
nachos
I've
are really good.
I've been
Guess we're
looking a
having it.
little bit more into the Darnell situation at the washboard. It's quite interesting, and the fact that it seems most are writing it off as just generic heart failure does not. Well, it doesn't sit right with me.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Like, wasn't. Wait, did you guys relay all the information? Because I didn't learn shit on my own.
I relayed that other people died in a similar fashion, but I did not give names.
Did you give me?
And I think he's about to.
Probably, yeah.
Was the vibe? You don't have to. The vibe I got was.
I just wanted to know one thing. Do we know that we're all rifts? Is
I
there,
don't
like, a
think we.
tell?
I don't think we do. I
You
mean,
guys have not said anything.
we've not brought it up yet.
Wesley, I will say that you have a hunch, but only because this is something that you deal with on a daily basis and you're quite aware.
Mhm. I'm
but
where?
You're quite aware. You do suspect that they have some
Something.
sort of something going on, but they haven't said that to you and you haven't mentioned it to them.
Yeah,
But everybody else.
it's like Fight Club, right?
Yeah, so you guys have not had an actual conversation. If you want to, you totally can.
It hasn't come up yet, and no one in front of anyone else has been like, "Look at my bracelet." Like,
Yeah.
Wah, wah, wah.
And I think too, it's worth noting that the only, well, I guess I was gonna say the only one of you that could do that would be you, Wesley. But then I realized he's got a whole ass library. But the
Yeah,
other
he's just
two,
like- Alex Blow is a rift.
Yeah, unless like
It was
a
just-
death happened around them, like my powers probably don't help me.
I guess you could do that,
identify.
huh? You could just read up any of us and be like, "Wow, look at him. He's a
Yeah.
I could.
But
Actually,
that would be an invasion of privacy.
Yeah.
Or is it just a scholarly endeavor?
You only use your
I'm
power.
gonna roll one die
it- but, like-
on an even. I'm gonna say I have done that. On an odd, I have not.
Now let's say
My thing is,
I
he
have
is
not.
always in pursuit of knowledge. So if he wants to know about the people he's meeting every week, he's probably going to do it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess. I don't
but
think I would
there's
personally.
like a Facebook stalker
there's just
type
there's also just like a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
Like
of vibe to that.
I think
Okay.
I think it makes sense to do that once you take genuine interest in a person.
Does the
We only hang out at trivia thus far. Yeah, we have our Discord thing that we
Mhm.
like talk shit on, but I don't think I have looked into you guys that deeply.
I mean, you guys aren't like
The only
besties yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, I don't
Yeah.
know if you'll end up besties, to be honest.
Ooh.
But
With that attitude.
like it's like acquaintances.
Yeah, we
Still.
meet up, we talk shit, we play
Mhm.
trivia, we gossip about murders.
Also, inside of his library, would he find us under our own names or would he find us under our riff names? Because then he might not be able to find us.
Probably both.
Probably
So it's actually it's based off of your real names.
Okay.
Your Rift name is still your normal name.
yeah. That's just like our
It's
Yeah,
just
like-
where you're sourcing your powers from.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not like
Right,
a
so,
separate
like-
identity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's not an alter ego. It's
Okay.
just
Yet.
no.
Yeah.
It's not an alter ego
Okay.
because
Yeah.
if it takes over, then you
I-
are just that.
I am no longer Alex Lowe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
And that person that you were doesn't matter to your mythos.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you said mythos because all I could think of was logos, and I was like, that's not the word.
That's the exact wrong
Uh,
word.
I don't know if you all have felt it, but I feel that this trivia night especially has been lackluster. I don't think that any of us were necessarily focused too well on the actual questions at hand. I mean, after all, factually garbage name.
Yeah, really dumb. That would never.
They clearly should have at least tied with us, and that's frankly unacceptable. So, though I am just a simple civilian here, and well, frankly, Alex would be a little bit more of the person to maybe suggest this kind of thing, but I will do so anyways. Perhaps it may behoove us in the pursuit of more fulfilling trivia nights. Perhaps we should look into this situation.
Yeah, I mean that's the plan, right? Like I can't be like we should go investigate a murder, but we can definitely go to the washboard to hear Martha Ellis, and if we just happen upon weird stuff that's out of our control, right?
I'm sorry, weird. How?
That I like if we just happen to hear anything about like people dying for no reason or because of generic heart failures.
Oh, yes. Oh, okay. You were
I'm
insinuating.
glad. Yeah, yeah.
Got it.
Because I can't be like, yeah, you got it. Cool.
I mean, are we all in agreement? After all, we are a team in this matter.
Yes.
Yeah, go
I kind of want to go
times
change my
trivia
top.
New Roman. You want what?
I'm not really dressed for the
The club?
club.
I guess
Yeah.
you're right. Me neither.
Oh,
I need a going out top.
I didn't actually even think of attire. But what is normal for clubs these days?
I would like to point out that
It's a jazz
it's
club.
a jazz club. It's not.
Oh, yeah. So this is. I'm
You're-
dressed.
You
Yeah,
look
you're
great.
ready,
Yeah.
yeah.
You're
Yeah, I was
great.
like, I don't know why he's asking. He's all suited up.
For a second, I just saw like rave style
like
club.
Yeah.
bumping
And
and,
EDM.
grinding.
You're gonna
Yeah,
look the
man.
most.
And there, over in the
Glitter.
corner, is Professor Alexander Cross. just-
I imagine
with
that
his
too.
elbow pads on
Right.
his blazer.
Looking like the chauffeur of the dance.
Now, keep space there, 2 feet apart.
Right, one Bible distance.
Mhm.
Some mini Bibles you get at the fair.
Is it far from here? The washboard? Looking at you. Opie.
It's not bad.
It's pretty close.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Close enough. Okay, cool.
it's a couple
Um,
blocks.
yeah.
Oh, okay, easy.
Yeah.
Oh, then I suppose we should make haste if memory serves. Oh, yes, they should be open now.
Yeah, if we don't get there before 9, we'll have to pay a cover fee.
Oh God.
And I hate paying cover fees.
All
Just because
right.
I don't carry cash. Because who does?
And they never take card. either.
Yeah, so you have to go by the
I
7-Eleven right
carry
there.
cash.
No, you don't.
I get tips.
Oh, fuck, that doesn't make sense. Never mind.
I've tried giving them a check before, but
That's wild. I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't have cash on
You
me.
stood there and you filled the check out in front of them.
You carry a
And they
checkbook on,
didn't
just
stop
on you?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what responsible adults normally
I
do.
don't think it is. Professor.
As we arrive at the washboard, I would like to do an investigate move using my ghostly footprints and echoes of the dead skill power tags.
Will you start that
You?
sentence over and say it again?
Yeah.
Okay.
As we arrive at the washboard,
Mhm.
I would like to look around using my ghostly footprints and echoes of the dead power tags to see if I can pick out anything weird. Perhaps Darnell Fox did not pass on.
You
Yeah.
see ghosts. I
Okay.
forgot he could see ghosts.
Also, we should have had him just like check and see if there were ghosts when we saw like the tail light glass and stuff.
Well, y'all don't know about my ghost thing,
No,
oh
we
yeah,
don't.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Wow, sure wish someone could see ghosts.
though.
so, so normal.
Okay. Yeah, you need to roll real quick.
2 6s, baby.
Wow. 6 total.
Oh,
6 total.
That's almost 2 6s.
Hmm.
What's half?
A 6 had something to do with it.
So, you don't see a whole ton. You can sense that there is some sort of energy,
Okay.
but club itself is honestly a little bit crowded.
Okay.
And there's a lot of moving pieces. You know, the live band that's there is doing that whole opening note thing, making sure they're all on the same tune, and there's a lot of hustle and bustle with drinks going around. I will say you can try to do that again later.
Okay.
But for right now, you only sense an energy about the place.
Okay, yeah, I'll wait till we're settled down to do it again.
As you walk into the washboard, you notice that there's some faint cello and piano playing in the lobby area. So as you walk in, on the door itself, there were actually a bunch of posters kind of pasted all over the door with Martha's show announcement, very similar to the clue that you got earlier based off of your research, OP. And then, like I said, there's a faint, little hum of cello and piano notes throughout as the band has actually started to play and get everybody ready before the actual performance of Miss Martha Ellis. When you walk in, you notice that to the right of you is a cloakroom, and beyond that is where the actual bar is, and it opens into a relatively large room with circular tables where everybody's able to sit and watch. It's kind of like for some reason, the only example I can think of is Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. But when their mom performs, and they've got like the stage up front, and then everybody is at like a circular table so that they can talk to each other, but they can also watch the performance, and it's pretty natural looking.
I've never been to a strip club, so I said that like I know, but that's what it looks like in movies.
Yeah. There's quite a few tables. I think right now, it's just kind of up to you guys where you would like to sit for this performance.
Probably away from the stage, just so we can observe the people.
Okay, so towards the back
area. Yeah,
the back or any of the walls. Just something with a clear room, a clear view of the most of the room at least.
I would like to sit at the bar.
Okay. So are you guys going to sit separately then?
I'm going to sit at the bar.
So there's actually two bars.
Oh no.
Nice.
One on either side of the room. They're in the exact same spot, just one to the north, one to the south. It looks like this.
Whoa!
Okay.
She's in a
Cool.
picture.
So you're here entering from here.
Yeah.
Okay.
The stage is here. Bar 2 is here. Bar 1 is here. And then in between are all the seats.
Okay.
dang. Okay.
Should we?
Probably bar 1.
Let's huddle.
Oh, okay.
And then we huddle. I'm gonna say. So do we what's the plan?
I'm gonna do a bar.
Are you guys doing this before? Or is this a flashback?
This
Nope.
is a flashback.
Okay.
Yes.
I would
Yeah.
like to remind you that you do have that option
We'll do it.
once per
Oh, nice.
Is
Is it per session?
session?
Scene? Day? Hour?
I think it might be once per scene. Let me look it up. But either way, go about your business.
So roving flashback as roving huddle rather while we're walking there. I'll say, do we we don't really have much to go on once you get there. So should we ask around? Should we chat up different people? I'm gonna assume the workers might know something, or at least have known the dude if he was a regular.
I was gonna talk to the bartender.
Okay.
About lots of shit. Just
That makes sense.
ask
That makes
about what
sense. That makes
happened.
sense. you have an in.
Oh man, where the fuck would I go?
Yeah, and I'm gonna talk to the sound guy.
Okay. Yeah, I'll chat out one of the workers. I'll figure something out.
I suppose then I'll just converse with some of the other patrons. I'm sure there's other musically inclined individuals.
Yeah. Some regulars.
Is this the first time Martha is performing here? Is tonight?
No, it's not.
No, she has
She's
been
a regular.
performing for a couple of months now,
Do we know if she was performing the night Homeboy?
presumably.
I think she was. I think we've established that.
Okay.
Okay, so now you guys know what you're doing. You know
Yes.
the plan.
Yes.
Can we? No, I guess I don't know. We don't really have any right to stop and interrogate Martha Ellis, unless we kidnap her. I'm just kidding. Yeah, we got the plan. We got the plan.
Would I know if any of the other professors go to the washboard?
It's fixing to find out.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of them would.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not something that anybody is dedicated to like you guys are to trivia, but there's quite a few of them who do enjoy jazz and will show up occasionally.
Then that's probably the first thing that I'll do when I actually walk in is try and find other nerds and hang out with them.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds good. You guys walk in, you see the big open space of where you can sit and where the bars are. Notice that the stage is up towards the front. And that is where we're going to end our session.
All right. I have so many questions.
This is so fun. I like.
I would like to let you know that the move that you make is called Geek Out During Credits,
Oh,
which is what the session end is for each session, which is so funny to me because
we do that.
that's what we do anyway at every game we play.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's technically what we're
That's
doing
it.
in this moment is
I
the
won't lie.
Geek Out During Credits.
This makes me feel dumb. Not in a bad way. I'm just like, what do I do now?
Yeah,
Who do
and
I
then we're gonna
talk
get to the
What do I
end, and we're gonna be
ask?
like, "Oh, how did we not know,
Like,
bro?
How
It's
come we
always."
just stood there and watched the killer, and we're like, nah, there's nothing about that guy. And then we're like, but this guy,
I'm
Dude,
still
you're
holding-
part of a secret
this
society.
innocent old man.
yeah, kind of.
Like, no, not kind of. You are part of a fucking secret society.
I guess I'm more just like a cop, bro.
Like
Like a cop. You're a fucking
A cop
treasure
in a
hunter.
secret
like
society.
FBI cop treasure.
Yeah, I guess that would be the
hunter
equivalent,
type.
yeah, like special, not special forces, but like a special unit, I guess.
Yeah.
Special
A
agent
unit.
in charge, Wesley Alex. Last name.
Wesley Alex Lowe.
Low. That's.
I realized at 3 a.m. in a cold sweat after I made this character. In this fighting game I used to play a lot, there's this character. His name is, did I say this already?
No.
No.
His name is Axel Lowe.
Oh,
So I
that's-
just,
okay.
because I was like, why does Alex Lowe sound so fucking like it sounds like it clicks in my brain, bro. It makes the funny chemicals. I fucking hate Axel Lowe. I don't, but I hate fighting him. But that's not the point. But yeah, I'm excited, and yeah, I'm a guy. I collect stuff. Also, I wanted to actually talk about that too, because like, does that set the premise for like, because we talked about most like rifts are always people, right? So are there objects that like if there was like like my bracelet, for example, if it fell off, as it is wont to do, and some sleeper found it, could he use it? Would it just be a bracelet to them? Like how, like what's up with that? And we don't have to hash it out now because I just thought of it while we were playing. But
Yeah, I mean, I would need to like for sure consult the books before I said like this is City of Mist
this is law
doctrine, right?
Yeah.
But from how I understand it is if a sleeper happened upon your bracelet, they could potentially use it. And that's why it's
Dangerous to have these
dangerous.
out and about.
Yeah,
Okay.
dangerous. Wow, dangerous. However, some sleepers are in quite the sleep,
Yeah.
and they don't.
They
They
wouldn't even-
might not notice.
Yeah, they wouldn't even think about it, right?
Yeah.
So then they'd be like, oh, that's a cool bracelet. And
Mhm.
move on.
And even if it turned into a sword in front of them, their
The brain would try to
essentially is
logic
like,
it
oh,
out.
that's not a sword. This is a cool toy
Mhm.
that turns from a bracelet into a wand. It's like one of those slap
Oh, it's
bracelets.
like, yeah, I used to love
It's, right, like that's kind of
the brain's gonna try to make it mundane,
Mhm.
right? Like, okay, cool.
yeah.
cool,
But
cool,
if they're in a state of
rift
they're-
or further,
they're like a sleeper, but they are like teetering on the edge. They could potentially wake up because they have
of
that
exposure to the.
Mhm.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, sorry, I keep alsoing. There are just like people that are trolls, right? Like there are people that don't look that human that Rifts can see because of the of seeing the veil. Am I making that up? I thought that
No.
was a thing. Okay,
No.
that
Yeah,
is a
that's a
thing, right?
She said that.
Okay,
When-
cool. It just hasn't come up yet, so I wasn't sure if I was crazy. You know what I'm saying?
That was like several months ago. So I don't blame you for being like,
Yeah, I forgot that.
Did I
entirely.
make
Yeah,
this
right.
up?
Because
I
like
didn't
we could,
know that.
because it does be normal relatively, and that's why why I was asking about the Hey, do we know where Rifts?
Mhm.
Because if my local bartender is actually a mini frost giant, the
might
sleeper
notice.
next to me isn't gonna see that, right?
Right.
So am I gonna be like, oh, dude, that's my favorite mini frost giant? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
And I probably wouldn't say that, right? But
If you're in tune with the fact that like the mist exists and that
I'm sorry.
There are other
Okay, my
things.
water bottle's loud. I'm stopping. I'm done.
If you're in tune, you can see through the mist and see things as they are.
yeah. So for example, Wesley, you would be able to do that with your character because you are very much aware
Mhm.
of the fact that
things aren't always what
things
they
are
seem.
yeah, like there's weird mystical powers at
Mystical.
play.
That's what it-
mystical, bro.
There's cool like relics and things like that. You're aware of this, so you would see those things. But the other three at your table, for example, might not know because they know that they have powers, but they're not necessarily aware
Like as
that
exposed.
other people have powers.
Mm.
Maybe Professor Alexander Cross knows that because of research he's done, right? But that would be something that like the average rift doesn't necessarily know themselves until they start discovering that other rifts
Mm.
do exist.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine doesn't because he has just fallen into these powers recently.
So maybe once you guys have a huddle, maybe then they start seeing the frost giants too.
Mm.
But everything's on a spectrum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like most things in life.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, I found the flashback thing. It is once per session. When you have the spotlight, you can choose to describe an action carried out by your character in the past and make a move for that action. The outcome of the move affects the current scene.
So-
you can also describe events from your character's backstory that become relevant now. The MC can award you with one juice or one clue based on your description. So what you guys did earlier was not technically a flashback. It was just us retconning.
Okay.
But that's fine. So I just wanted to make sure that I answered that question before we...
Is that one per session per player?
Mhm.
It sounds like? Okay,
Yeah.
cool, cool, cool.
Okay.
Cool. Well, deuces.
Yeah, you smell bad.
Guys,
Later, nerds.
You probably don't
Bye.
eat well, and you should probably drink more water.
You should definitely drink more water. You're not drinking enough water.
Yeah, you're not pissing every hour. You ain't pissing at all.
Guess what?
This place is a prison.
Oh, just give your minis eyebrows. Don't give them fucking pupils. then it looks like
But how
eyes.
are they going to pass on what they know if they don't have any pupils?
What do you mean? Shut up. I don't know why I
Wild.
said shut up so weird.
Okay.